now. Light skin, brown skin, here we go now.
Here we go. We are on. Here we go. We are high.
Nigga, who is you trying to serenade?
We are high. Yeah. Well.
Hey, yo, save that for your girl, bro.
Well.
Are you done? I don't have any alcohol to deal with this kind of behavior.
I'm done. But it might come back later in the podcast. You never know. You never know, nigga. You never know.
Are you sleep deprived?
Am I?
Are you delirious?
Actually, kind of, yeah, a little bit.
And that's not like you problem.
I kind of slept horribly last night, and then I had a dream that someone was like grabbing my nuts and squeezing it.
What the fuck? Wait, are you serious?
I'm so serious. It was the worst. It was the worst dream. Like you know how in dream you can actually feel it.
Yeah.
Like, nigga,
what the fuck?
It was the worst. I woke up and like I was like, oh, and I looked at my nuts and my nuts looked like literally like it just unscrunched. I was like, Jesus Christ. It was the worst.
I was about to say something so crazy.
Nigga, this is the place to say it.
I'm about to say you got a demon grabbing your ball sack.
Yo, you remember?
It's cradling that shit.
Oh shit! What was it? Haunted House? You remember that?
Oh, the demon butt raped him.
I was gonna say when the demon had sex with his girl, but yeah, also when the demon just absolutely violated him.
Bro, that was different.
Funny.
He lifted him up.
Yeah, he had to sit on a donut,
and then he had to watch it, and then he uploaded it on YouTube. Could you imagine like the horror if you did that?
No. One, I didn't know it was that easy to upload to YouTube.
I had no idea.
I had no idea.
Could you imagine if that's exactly like some programs where it really don't take that much?
Yeah, no, there are some.
Oh, that is scary.
That is. What was it? You remember? You remember your
oh,
dad?
My dad? Yeah. Yeah. Damn, you're absolutely right.
Bro, that was so funny because I remember I came over one day. He was like, yeah, so I've been having to delete videos off my YouTube because apparently I've been doing like video diaries for myself. And apparently they just automatically upload to YouTube. I was like, what app does that?
Yo,
I was like, what do you have?
I don't know what app he has, but yeah, I forgot about that.
Bro, that was so... He was just like, yeah, so I've been going through... He's like, yeah, people just been messaging me like, yeah, your video was good. He was like, what video are you talking about? I was like, what? That was so funny.
Bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not even going to talk about that.
No, but that was a wild... Because I literally came over and he started talking to me about it.
Yeah.
That was the only reason why. But that was wild. That was a good time.
Fuck technology. Be snitching on everybody.
Yeah, that's a fact, yo. But actually, before I remember we had a conversation of you saying that you would like the Alexa hooked up to your whole house.
Oh hell yeah, bro! That shit is so fire.
You just said fuck technology. You can't. Which one is it?
Nigga, you think I give a shit about either?
All right, there we go.
I'm fine with either choices in life.
All right. Sorry, my apologies. I thought there'd be some consistency. My apologies.
I'm consistently inconsistent.
You know what? That's an underrated consistency, honestly. People don't acknowledge that as much.
Thank you.
You know what I'm saying?
I try hard.
Yeah, I know you do. I know you try so hard to be inconsistently consistent. I appreciate that about you. I don't.
It's the opposite way. It's consistently inconsistent.
Yes.
Yeah.
Inconsistently consistent. Same thing.
Nope.
What?
It's not.
You're inconsistently consistent.
Sure.
But you're also consistently consistent.
No, yeah, it's that one.
It's the same backwards and forwards.
Mm-mm.
What's the difference? Tell me the difference.
When you're inconsistently consistent, that means you are not consistent, period.
Yeah.
They cancel each other out.
Exactly.
But if you're consistently inconsistent, that means that it's expected of you. Yeah.
Yeah, it means the same. We're literally saying the same thing.
No, we're not.
Yes, we are.
No, we're not.
I want you to literally say what you just said all over again.
Well, these motherfuckers who gonna listen to this, they can run it back.
No, I want you to click in your brain.
I don't feel like it.
I want you to click in your brain.
I don't
You just
feel like
literally said you're never consistent if you were
like
consistently inconsistent.
I don't feel like it.
And then you said inconsistently consistent is when you aren't consistent. You said the same thing twice.
I don't feel like
and then you said it wasn't the same thing.
I don't feel like it. I'll let these niggas answer.
Who?
We
got 0 followers.
Whoever the fuck listens. No, we have 13.
Sometimes.
No, let me see how many views we have, actually.
Yeah. We're going to pop off. I just got to start making clips.
Let me see.
This is some behind the scenes of a podcast, though. And no one really cares about that. We should talk about something that's actually interesting. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, and?
What you mean? Okay, we should talk
Our
about...
first episode, we had 31 views.
Oh, word?
Yeah.
I haven't checked in a while.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
I looked at the audio one. The audio one, I think, was like...
Allegedly, the first one was Zach. We got 10 views.
Alleged? Oh, yeah. Because we call it allegedly.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Episode 8, we got 16 views.
Yeah, we're doing pretty good.
Yeah, man.
Hey, we're doing pretty good.
Yeah, man.
We're doing...
We got some views.
We got some views, man.
Some people listen to us.
Yeah, some people. My mom.
No.
She don't. No, she don't. No, she don't. I was bullshitting. Yeah, what's up, y'all? Welcome back to the Gunches Podcast. I am your host, Reese, with my co-host, Penelope. No, not this time. Pineapple juice.
What?
Pineapple juice.
That was so bad, bro. You gotta come up with something better than that.
Well, pineapple juice?
Penelope? No, not this time. Pineapple juice. What the fuck was that?
What's pineapple juice?
You could come up with something better.
Than pineapple juice?
Yeah.
Yeah, bro, they're not all gonna be bangers. I have to do, you know how many episodes we're gonna have to do? Nigga, you want...
Are you trying to do this forever? Oh, Jesus, I want to see how long you can go.
Nigga, pineapple? Nigga, you think all of them gonna be bangers? Every single one?
I thought you was creative.
Nigga, nigga, you lucky I didn't just call you Penis Parker or some crap like that.
See, that's a good one.
See, you lucky. Nigga, I'm trying to mix it up. I'm not trying to go for the obvious. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So all of them gonna be bangers.
Okay, respect that.
You know what I'm saying? But, some of them definitely will.
Hey, this is even a good one.
Poland Spring? I'm not calling you Poland Spring. We're not sponsored.
That's a fact.
We're not sponsored. However, if you want to sponsor us, you can contact us through our email, gunchesofficial@gmail.com. Yeah, serious inquiries. Serious inquiries. And since you're also there, you can also follow us on Instagram and Twitter.
Yep.
All that good stuff. Make sure you rate us 5 stars. No, we're not on Apple Podcasts. Because Actually, no, let me talk about that. That's been pissing me off. Yo, I've been trying to get our podcast on Apple Podcasts.
Yeah, it's not.
Bro, because they make it impossible. They're making it the most difficult shit to do.
What do you have to do?
Bro, okay, so you have to have an Apple ID, right? So I make an Apple ID. And then they said it has to be an active Apple ID. I said, okay. So I activated whatever. And then I go to try to put our podcast. And it's like, this is not an activated Apple ID. I said, what do you mean? What are you talking about? How is it not? I'm using it right now. It's active. I'm using it. I'm using it right now. It's active. What are you talking about? How is it not? And then the refute. I'm like, yo, what do I do? What do I do? And then they don't give me no damn answers. They're not giving me a damn answer. Yo, Apple Podcast, you can suck the back of my nuts, bro. I am so pissed off, bro. It pisses me off, dog. It's so dumb. It is so dumb, bro. Bro, I hate it, bro. I've been trying for weeks, bro.
Oh, jeez.
For weeks, dog. I've been trying for weeks, but Apple Podcasts is bullshit, bro. Oh, my God. But we're on Spotify, though. You can like us on Spotify.
And YouTube. Everybody got YouTube.
And YouTube, make sure you comment, like, and subscribe. And we're also on a Google Podcast. You can actually like things on that, so you can heart that on it.
Cool.
And then some other miscellaneous ones that I have no idea about. We're also on Anchor, so follow us on that. Make sure you rate us on that so we can move up the algorithm.
Yeah.
What else?
Yeah.
Is that enough pandering?
Yeah, we can get into the podcast
now. You heard about Subway?
Oh, about how their tuna
got 0% tuna DNA in there?
That's fucking crazy, bro.
No, like 0% tuna DNA.
Dude, honestly, I know that there's definitely some hood ratchet ass bitches who are more related to tuna than the tuna that's in Subway sandwiches.
Like, nigga, like, I want you to think about this. They couldn't find the DNA of tuna. Nigga, you know how small DNA is, and you couldn't find a percentage?
They found 0%.
And something you advertise as tuna? Nigga. Ridiculousness.
Hey, yo. I know somebody about to sue the shit out of Subway.
Nigga, but yes, 100%. Just like those people did with, what was it?
New Jersey?
Red
with
Bull.
The cameras? Oh. Red Bull.
They also did with New Jersey and the cameras.
Yo, because that dude, it was a rich-ass businessman. He came home to thousands of tickets, like thousands of dollars worth of tickets. So he fought that shit and said, you guys do not have my consent to be recording me. That's what did it.
Listen, I love America. I hate America sometimes, but I love it. Because you can just do things like that. Or
it was only because he was a white businessman, though.
Yeah, or the Red Bulls thing, where the person sued it for
because it didn't grow wings. It was some fat bitch too.
Yeah, it didn't give her wings, and so they changed it to the double I.
Yep.
Oh man, America, land of the free, home of
the rich white man. That ass though, bro. Because if one of us were to try to say like y'all don't have my right to be recording me, they're like, shut the fuck up, get this little nobody out of here.
Bow, 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 bow.
So you trying to get doxxed, bitch? Get out of here.
Nigga, we don't consent to you living, nigger.
Whoa.
Sorry, I went to a dark place real fast. Sorry, I apologize.
Well, high school?
No, God! No, God, please, no! 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 No!
Yo, bro, yeah, high school was... Did I ever tell you this? Actually, speaking of high school.
Oh, God.
I don't know if I ever told you this. I wish we would... You know what the thing I wish for this podcast? We would stay consistent on one topic for like at least 20 minutes. But we don't. We'll get better in time. It's fine.
We can. We just have to like have an actual conversation.
We'll have to have like a agenda, like an itinerary. You know
Not
what I'm
even
saying?
that. I know for a fact we can. It just has to be like an actual like.
I can't remember any time,
topic.
even in our regular life, we stayed on one topic.
No, we have plenty of times.
I believe you, but I don't remember.
Oh, okay.
I don't remember at all. But no. So in high school, there was for people who don't know, I went to a pretty white high school after going to a very black middle school. Because the school in my area was trash, and my parents were like, "No, we're not sending you there." So they scrounged up as much money they did, and they provided me with experience that you don't just get. So I went to a white high school, and what they had every Friday is what they called it, Hard R Friday. Hard R Friday, bro. No. And they would just walk around and they'd be trying to tease me with I'm gonna say it. I'm gonna say it.
I'm like, you gonna die. You gonna die.
I'm like, I'm sitting there, I'm stressing every Friday was hell. Every Friday. You know how usually on Friday you're like, oh, this is the last day I get to enjoy the weekend? No. I did not look forward to Friday. Friday was not fun. It was not a fun time.
Hard R Friday.
Hard R Friday.
These niggas would call you nigger.
They would always be like and they would just be like tempted, and like every Friday I'd be like, what if they say it? If they say it, I guess I'm getting kicked out of this school, and like that's a really shame because my parents wasted a lot of money to put me here, and so every Friday I was stressed out.
My thought process, I just would have not even thought process. I would have said to them, you know, my parents are really poor, and they put a lot of money together for me to come here. So I want you to understand that when I fight you, I'm not fighting you. I'm going to try to end your life. It just would have been like that. I promise you, those niggas would have been like, oh, nah, never mind.
When I fight you, I'm not fighting you. I'm fighting your ancestors. I'm fighting your ancestors for my ancestors.
I'm treating this like a cinematic battle, okay? Like this is a decade-long wait.
This is a generational...
This is a generational whoop ass.
This is a generational battle, sir. This ain't just some fight. This is a battle, my guy.
Exactly.
Like,
I have to make my ancestors proud and take your life in a fashionable way.
Yes, sir.
And it will be slow and it will be painful.
In a blaze of glory.
Amen.
Amen. Did you know that on a college campus, if it burns to the ground, everybody on that campus gets a degree?
Yep. I'm just waiting to meet like that one crazy friend. Like person, so I could be friends with him.
When I was on campus at college.
Are you sure?
Every day, through my depression, I thought about it. The campus is still there, so I'm chilling. And I dropped out, so I have no hate towards it anymore. However, every day, I looked at it, and I was like, yo, if I know exactly where the gas lines are.
FBI, open up!
That's exactly what I'm expecting to happen.
I'm joking. These are all jokes. These are all this parody. This is parody. Don't take any of this serious. The Hard R Friday was real though. That was a real thing. I wasn't making that up.
I bet you if there was an FBI listening to us, they only started listening once you talked about the gas line.
All the illegal shit you've been saying. They only started with me.
I haven't been saying nothing illegal on here.
You want to go back in the episodes, my guy?
Nothing illegal.
I mean, no, because, the First Amendment exists, but like...
Yeah, nothing illegal.
Yeah, I haven't either.
Exactly.
Allegedly.
Allegedly. Don't ever forget that, guys.
When you're in a jam, never forget alleged.
Never forget. Shut the fuck up.
That's true.
I don't give a shit. What? Shut the fuck up.
You know what's crazy about the word alleged?
What?
Like allegedly? You could technically tell them the truth, but then say allegedly, and they can't take it seriously.
Yeah. You could do a whole fucking testimony and then go, allegedly. However, you're judged by a jury of your own peers. So.
I'm talking about like if they're interrogating you.
Oh, yeah.
Not like in a trial. In a trial, that's different.
I mean, but then there's still a lot of cases of cops who are just like, nah, I don't give a fuck. They're still just going to either throw you in or beat the shit out of you.
I mean, yeah, but you weren't going to stop them anyway.
Yeah, so why would I even fuck around and do some shit like that? That's just going to make my ass whooping worse.
It'll be fun. Nigga, if you're going to get your ass whooped anyway, you know what I'm saying? Why not make it fun for yourself?
It's like, that ass whooping I would take, it's like, it'll hurt a lot. It'll be something I've never experienced before. But it won't be as bad as these niggas now thinking, oh, I'm going to try and break his bones. Like, I'm going to definitely give it what I've got. Since he want to be a smart ass.
Yeah, but they were going to do that anyway.
Nah, but...
Yeah,
well, my chances increase for sure.
Here's my thing. If I am in this position, I'm in the interrogation room, in my brain, I go, oh, it's guaranteed these niggas going to beat my ass. I'm going to make it fun for me. I have to. That's the only way I cope.
I like to play chess.
This is me playing chess. If I know at the end of this, I'm definitely getting my ass whooped. Whether I say nothing, because, you were raised not to be a snitch. So whether I say nothing or I say something and I say all this thing and then I ended with allegedly and they beat my ass.
Nigga, if the crew hear about you snitching then, and then you hit them with that allegedly at the end, they can be like, ha, yeah, allegedly, real funny, bow, bow, that's it.
But I mean, like...
I allegedly shot him.
No, but I mean, it's like more like a joke. Like, you tell pretend stories. You go allegedly. Not like you tell actual details. And you're like, hey, so, Ricky and Bobby, they were...
Nah, because you said you could tell the truth and then go allegedly at the end.
Yeah, that's hypothetical. You could, and then go allegedly, and they can't do nothing.
Yeah, I wouldn't do that. I'd be like, yeah, so, I was in a flying salsa last night.
But that's exactly what happens with these rap songs.
Yeah, that's true.
It's like if a nigga literally named a whole song allegedly, and after every bar said allegedly,
yeah,
they can't do a damn thing.
Shit.
They can't do nothing. Allegedly.
I popped a nigga for his chain. Allegedly.
I smacked his grandma in the teeth. Allegedly.
Like, that's crazy.
I kicked his kid and his dog. Allegedly.
God damn, nigga and a dog. Nigga and a dog.
His kid, nigga? You didn't react to his kid?
Hey, bro, I expect that from some niggas. But you gotta go after the dog. Like, what if the dog just in the backyard? You had to go out your way to attack the dog.
Okay.
That's crazy, man.
I
I hope Peter get on that nigga ass.
put him in his own backyard, allegedly.
I popped him in his own backyard.
Allegedly. I dug a grave in the sewer, allegedly.
In the sewer?
Yeah.
You dug a grave in the sewer?
Yeah, through all the shit, bro. Through all the shit, bro.
That's so much work. Oh my God. I would never want to do that.
Hey, man. shit happens.
Shut your corny ass up.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Let's go. Let's go.
Yeah, let go.
Let go.
Sound you from down south like Atlanta. Let go.
Down south, hood baby.
Oh, baby.
Make all the girls go crazy.
Go crazy.
I don't know the rest.
Go stoop, go up, down, go to the side.
Yeah, I don't know, nigga.
Something a little lazy.
So, something a little lazy. Shit. Oh, man.
I don't be paying attention to these shits.
I don't be paying attention to none.
I used to pay attention to songs when songs were good.
That's a fact.
Now I just fuck with the beats.
Oh, speaking of music.
Oh, I heard Tyler's new album.
Bro,
I gotta listen to it.
Bro, I legitimately didn't hear a song and then like.
I'm listening to it as
And
soon as I leave.
I listened to it by accident.
Wow.
I was on YouTube, and then I just saw videos popping up, and I was like, oh, he released a new song. Oh, he released another new song. Oh, he released another new song. Interesting. Nigga, I was so fucking stupid. I didn't think, oh, maybe an album is
All
out.
I'm thinking is, nigga, that immediately would have told me an album, especially if
Nope.
they all have the same picture.
Nope. I was dumb as hell. No, because he released like 5 different music videos. So they didn't have the same album. But I was like, look,
Gotcha.
they had the same vibe. So I should have still known. But I was so stupid. I was like, wow. Because it was random. I'm not like subscribed to any of his stuff on YouTube.
Right.
It just popped up randomly on my homepage. I was like, why not? And I listened to it. I was like, oh damn, this is a banger. And I listened to another. I was like, damn, this is a banger. And I listened to. I was like, damn, nigga, this is a banger.
Motherfucker shooting, he don't miss.
I was like, this nigga is Steph in practice. Oh my god, it was honestly every song I heard I just liked, man. It was like it was crazy, like, and he had mad features on there I never thought I would see. He had NBA YoungBoy on that. How?
Yo, young boy fans are built different.
The most aggressive thing. See, that's the thing is NBA YoungBoys fans are mad aggressive, but then they softened up as soon as that nigga released that song with his kid. As soon as they were like, see, he had a soft side too.
It's like, yeah, man, nigga.
It's like, yeah.
He gotta be hard, but only real ones, nigga got soft side. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm like, shut up, nigga.
Like, yo, shut your
Nigga, you were
goofy ass up.
What kind? What you say, nigga? Nigga, you gotta be hard at breakfast, my nigga. You game bacon on bacon.
Yo, young boy fans definitely wear Timbs to sleep.
Nigga, they don't wear Timbs, nigga. They just wear skinny jeans.
Nah, they wear black Air Force Ones to sleep.
Yeah, they wear skinny. No, nigga, that's worse. They wear skinny jeans and black feet. That's it. They walk around on gravel, just barefoot. Just barefoot, nigga.
Hey, yo, them niggas do not sleep with a knife. They sleep with a knife sharpener.
Nigga, they use their nightlight is like a scope. That's what they use. That's what they nightlight.
So they just grab that bitch and put on the gun. Who they at the door?
Exactly, nigga. That's what they nightlight is.
Hey, yo, I'm ready to shoot you. I got this 223.
Nigga, I love the way NBA YoungBoy fans stand. They pelvis just out and they back cracking.
Yo, his friends are really built toxic.
Yeah, no, him and Future. Future fans built toxic in a different way.
Nah, Party Next Door fans are built toxic.
Oh
in a
my god,
different
yo,
way.
but Future was the beginning of that
He was the
wave.
OG, yeah.
He was the beginning of the wave, man.
The OG of the man slut. The man whore.
The man slut. The OG of the man slut. That's true, bro. That is true.
Yo, Future the type of nigga be like, why would I only have one wife when I'm supposed to give myself to the world?
Nigga, that's what Nick Cannon's on, nigga. Are you kidding me?
Hey, yo.
Did you hear
Nick
about...
Cannon just be fucking his employees. We've known this for years.
No, nigga, he just had a kid. He had twins.
Another one?
Yeah, he just had twins.
Oh, yeah, that's right. It's because after you have, like,
Nigga.
5 kids, you don't have to pay taxes. The more kids you have, you ain't gotta pay no taxes, bro.
Seriously?
Yeah, I'm dead ass.
Well,
That's why that nigga's like, give me as many kids as possible.
But he got like different baby mamas.
Yeah.
That's the thing. So like
All that child support too just gonna be a write off. He got money. He's like, go ahead, fuck it.
no,
Take some.
100%. But I'm like, what was it? He's gonna have 4 kids this year.
Whoa, wait.
That's what I'm saying. He has 2 sets of twins this year.
Oh, 2 sets? Yo, what's up with this nigga's genes, bro?
That's what I'm saying,
He
bro.
has the perfect gene for twins.
Yo, he literally has twins with Mariah Carey, and then he has, I think, let me look it up. I'm gonna look it up. Hold up.
Scientists need to study that motherfucker's sperm.
I'm literally gonna look up Nick Cannon's baby mamas.
I've never heard of any human being
Cannon's
who's so consistent in shooting out twins.
kids.
Do you know the process of sperm when it goes towards the eggs?
Yeah, this nigga got 6 kids right now.
Wait, hold up. Bro. Did you know that sperm stays alive in the eggs for 5 days? And they're fighting.
Sperm stays alive.
Inside, like after you ejaculate, 5 days in there. So it's like, that's why if your girl's about to get her period, you shouldn't do anything the week before.
Yeah.
It's because of that. It's because it stays alive in there. Bro, those motherfuckers really fight. It's a race.
What was it, 5 days? I thought it was 48 hours.
No, it's 5 days. 5 days. Dr. Shauna Swan, she's like a sperm doctor. And I was reading her shit.
Oh, I know exactly who that is.
Yeah.
I know exactly who that is. So,
Yeah.
yeah, he has 6 kids right now.
That's insane.
He has 6 kids right
That
now.
nigga does not miss.
Yeah, he has 6 kids right now, and I think he's having another set of twins later this year.
That's what I'm saying. They really need to study that nigga's sperm. Like, how is it that consistently they got 2 winning performing swimmers? You got twins of Michael Phelps just swimming and beating everybody else. How?
This nigga really said, why wear condoms? That is hilarious. That is hilarious. That is so funny. I mean,
Hey,
that's
yo,
how I feel the same. But
I
like,
could not
you know,
trust that nigga to pull cash out of the ATM.
Yo, this nigga, he doesn't want to. It's not like he has pull-out game of the week. He doesn't want to. He
He
said,
said, why would I?
he did it. I heard an interview where he was like, nigga, why wear a condom? He was like, why would I wear a condom? He said, fuck it. He said, I have kids. I'm like, damn. Because he has lupus.
He has money.
No, he has lupus. And so he's like, the doctor said,
What
he's
is
like,
that?
lupus is a disease. I don't know exactly what it is. But I don't know exactly what it is, but it's like, it's a disease, where he doesn't, essentially he's saying, the doctor says he doesn't have that long to live.
Oh,
And
so it's like a degenerative disease then.
I'll look it up real quick. I'm gonna look it up.
Also, then he's
I don't
just
wanna
like,
get- I don't wanna
yeah,
get-
like, fuck it. I'm going to do whatever I want.
Exactly.
Oh, okay. I understand.
Lupus. What is lupus? Any of various diseases or conditions marked by inflammation of the skin, especially lupus. This don't tell me nothing. What is it? What is it? Because I remember he had at one point he had a what's that called? The thing that, the bag that they attach to your stomach so you can eat or whatever. Coloscopy bag or whatever, that crap.
Okay, yeah.
I don't know how it's pronounced, but that. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I don't know how it's pronounced, but that's what it is.
Well, that nigga's like, fuck it. I don't give a shit. I'm doing whatever I want.
That's a fact. That is a fact.
I just don't know if I would be fucking without a condom. And
For me, it's like
I just don't want to leave behind any trauma with my kids.
exactly.
Yeah,
That's
it.
That's.
I don't need to bring in any more fucked up people in this world.
Because for me, it's like, okay, could he be a good father or something? Sure, yeah, 100%. But, like, if you know you're leaving and then you're bringing more kids in.
Yeah, and
To
then
me,
your
that's
kids
like-
are going to grow up knowing that shit, too.
Yeah, like, even if you got money is not the thing. But maybe he knows something I don't.
No, maybe he doesn't. Maybe he just doesn't care.
I think he's a good father. I think he cares.
So then maybe he's not thinking about it that way.
Yeah, he probably just isn't.
He's not thinking about the long effect.
He just probably wants to just, be like, I want my children to have impact on the world or something like that.
Because all I'm thinking about is since women have such a higher EQ than men do, right?
Mm-hmm.
If a woman's growing up knowing my dad knew that he was going to die, so he just wanted to have sex with as many women as possible, had a bunch of kids, and that was just what made him happy.
Mm-hmm.
How is his daughter going to take that?
Um,
That's what I'm thinking
Here's my
about.
thing. Maybe he felt like it was like more like this. I'm leaving soon, so they'll need a community, and what's a better community than a family?
That's true.
Because that's the thing. None of his baby mamas have said any complaints about him doing anything.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So it's not.
No,
It's not like.
if it's one of those, then I can understand. Because I know there are men who do that.
Yeah. So it's not. Yeah, and I think he follows like some Muslim teachings. I don't know if he's fully Muslim, but
Because I know he is fairly religious.
Yeah.
Which is why I'm like, Nikeni, what you doing?
Yeah, but that's something I think Muslims is fine for them to have multiple.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
So, for example, in Dubai, right? Let's say if you have one wife and you want another wife, you have to treat the same wife just as well as the first one. So if you bought the first one a house and necklaces and all this other shit and expensive like animals, you have to do the same for the second. And likewise with the third.
Yeah.
So it's like you can only get more wives, have sex with more women if you can actually sustain
Yeah,
them.
financially support it. Yeah. No, I know.
Which is why I'm like, okay. But I just wouldn't do that.
I mean, yeah, he's a mogul, so
I
he
don't
can't
know
afford it.
how men have the mental bandwidth to deal with that.
Multiple women.
Yeah.
I don't know. I can barely handle my girl. You know what? Here's the thing, right? I can barely handle my girl. My girl isn't even bad. She really isn't. She's like weird and she's like quirky and all that stuff, but she's not bad.
Like, you don't have to deal with normal nigga problems with a girl.
No, I don't.
Normal nigga
I
problems
have been blessed.
are bad.
I have been blessed.
Especially in today's time. It's not the same.
I have been very blessed.
Bitches today are... And it's not even like I'm trying to call my bitches every time, but niggas today, too.
No, that's
are
a fact.
trifling.
Bro, no, it's not even like, it's like, okay. It's so interesting to me because I literally see relationships around me. And I'm like, and they complain. They're like, yeah, my significant other does this. And it's like general things you see on Instagram of people having problems with their significant other or whatever. Or you see on social media where people are like, oh, my boyfriend does this. My girlfriend does this, whatever. And I go, I ain't got to deal with none of that bullshit. Like, I don't got to deal with none of that. But it's not because, she's like this perfect being or whatever.
Right.
It's because we figured each other out. And we're still figuring each other out. But we're like, hey, we're not gonna do this. We're not gonna do that. Like, here's my thing. One of the things that I don't want to say bother me, but it perplexes me is those dudes that are so. They're like, why does she need to be in my phone? Nick, what do you think she's gonna do to your phone? What, delete everything? Like, what do you think is gonna happen? Like, if you are, and I'm not talking about some random girl you just met at a club. I'm talking about, like, a girl you're like, oh, this is going to be my girlfriend. I want to commit to a long-term relationship. Mm-hmm. What's the issue with her having access to your phone? Mm-hmm. And I don't mean that on, like, for me, it's like, do I have business on my phone? Sure, yeah. What is she going to do? Delete my business? No, she's not going to do that. But if she wants access to my phone, she has access to my phone. And here's the thing I found. Once I gave her access to my phone, she didn't ask for my phone. Mm-hmm.
Because she trusts you. She doesn't have a reason to ask for it.
Exactly. Like, she doesn't ask for my phone because she knows she can get into it whenever she wants.
Yeah.
If anything, I bet you, I 100% bet you, in my relationship, compared to somebody else who doesn't give access to their girl on their phone, my girl has gone on my phone less times than their girl has snuck to go on theirs. I could bet money on that. Mm-hmm. Bet money on that, and that's to me that's so weird. It's like, okay, what do you think she's gonna do on your phone?
Yeah.
What? Who cares? Especially if you're gonna be in a committed relationship, especially if the goal is marriage.
But that isn't the goal for a lot of people.
But for some people it is, and they still act like this. That's why I say that the goal is marriage.
For those people, I question if they should even be in a relationship.
I agree. No, I agree with all that. Mm-hmm. And I mean, I question people who just want to hold around. Like, what is it that you're trying to fill?
Yeah.
You know,
like,
all of that I question.
Like, for me, I'm like, dude, does it really bring you joy knowing you had sex with, like, so many people? Does that actually, like, make you very proud to say?
To me, it tells me you have daddy issues.
Yeah, because I'm proud
On both
to say,
sides, whether you're a dude or a girl. It tells me you have daddy issues.
Right. Because, like, I'm proud to say, even though I don't talk about it, I'm a awarded published author. But I'm not proud to say that I lost my virginity.
Right.
I'm not proud of that.
Right.
Like, that isn't something that I go around boastfully. So when people say, oh, yeah, I have, like, 100 bodies, I'm like, motherfucker, you're, like, 23. Like, are you okay?
Yeah.
Like, what's going on in your life?
Yeah, what are you trying to fill? What void are you trying to fill?
That concerns me because you're seeing it be very prevalent within the past, I would say, like, 20 years.
Yeah.
Compared
Especially
to
with social
40
media.
years ago. And that's another thing. That's one huge reason why I got off social media is I want to mentally, like, wipe my brain of the stigma or other people's problems because I don't expect other average people's problems because I don't want an average relationship.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want, a normal girl who's just trying to hoe around.
Yeah.
And then she's attracted to me and we just decide to hook up or let's say make out, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because that's expected to happen. It's going to happen eventually. Right. Going to make out. I just want to make sure prior to that this individual actually cares about themselves. They have their own goals and ambitions, and they're not letting a human being stop them from their goals and ambitions. Mm-hmm. That's a strong-minded individual. Right. Weak-minded people let other people dictate their future.
Right.
And that's so unfortunate because nobody else is going to be able to fix your future except for you.
Right.
Like, I really do feel for people who are in their 40s. And go, where did that time go?
Yeah.
Because that's the only thing you can't get back.
It's time.
It's time. You can get money back.
Yeah.
You can get that shit back.
Yeah.
Even if you didn't have as much as you did before, you're not going to have absolutely zero forever.
Right.
Like, there's so many things and opportunities that you can do, especially in today's society and time.
Exactly. And that's the thing. For me, it's also confusing when people are like, money is the goal.
Yeah.
It confuses me.
That confuses me because I'm like, has there been no good in your life to the point where you don't even hope to do good just in case?
Yeah, or like you don't have your own goal that's outside of that to achieve.
Yeah.
Like for me, it's like money is the tool.
Yeah.
It's the tool.
Exactly.
It's the thing that I use so I can, like, does it bring comfort? 100%. Does it bring accessibility to resources I didn't have before, even more than monetary wise? Because once you're in a different tax bracket, people look at you different.
Yeah.
100%. But is it the goal? No, it never has been.
For me,
even if you ask like 10-year-old Reese, he had never had a dream of being rich.
Of having like a lot of money, right?
Never. I was like, I want to live comfortably with my family, but then have enough money to do what I want in the world, like what I actually am passionate about in the world. Mm-hmm. It was never like if I could just be chilling at like I don't know, like $75,000 a year, and then never make any more than that in my entire life.
I could live off of that.
I'd be fine.
I would know what to do with that money.
Exactly. But that's what I'm saying. I would be 100% fine, and I can provide for my family, and we're good. But also I get to do other passions
and focus on other stuff.
Yeah, but even more than money. But I get to do the things that I actually have a passion for, things that I feel called to do.
Yeah, and you can actually entertain your hobbies.
Exactly.
Because a lot of people forget to do that. That's actually pretty important.
Exactly that. I get to spend time with my kids, my family, whatever.
Mm-hmm. And yourself.
And myself. Like, do all that. And all I make is 75. Not that 75 isn't a lot of money, but you know what I mean. Yeah. Like, it's like that's a comfortable.
That's a comfortable living.
Yeah,
and
that's comfortable living.
If you want a higher end lifestyle, well, just learn to use the money that you have to work for you rather than working for more money.
Exactly.
Because all you'll find yourself doing is just expending more energy.
Exactly.
There's a give and take in everything.
Exactly that. So like if it comes down to that, 100%.
Yeah.
No, I'm fine. I'm chilling. I'm good. But a lot of people, it's like the money is the goal. And then you get money, and then what? You make more money? But then your money start making money for you. And you legitimately don't have to work anymore. Yeah. Then what?
Travel at least. Well, you could use your money to travel, but once you're done with all of that, though.
But I'm talking about the people who have the mindset that money is the goal. I'm not talking about you. You would travel. I understand that.
I'm saying, even if you've done all the traveling, all right, what's next, though?
But that's exactly my
Yeah.
point. Is when money is the goal, and then you make money, and your money is making money, and so you don't even have to really work anymore. Like you're good.
Yeah, you just
Not
go to
only
sleep
you're
and wake up.
not only you're good, but generations after you are good.
Right.
What do you do?
Do you be Ebenezer Scrooge?
Probably, most people probably.
Unfortunately.
You know what I'm saying? Most people, I feel like, yeah.
For me, I don't want to be forgotten. Like, not that there's anything special about me. I don't think any human being should be forgotten. There's literally, currently 7.8 or 9 billion people on this planet. There's absolutely no reason why our society, as advanced as it is, doesn't have enough stored data on each and every person to keep them in history. Because everybody is a part of history. How many times have you heard somebody say, oh, I was supposed to go in the NBA? And you're like, sure, you're full of it. But then you hear their story. And you're like, fuck, you actually might have. Or they knew, like, famous ballers in Brooklyn. Like, you hear so many stories like that. Or people who are supposed to go pro in fighting.
Mm-hmm.
Or just different intelligent people who had all different types and manner of walks of life, of seeing all type of gang violence and all types of goodness in the world.
Mm-hmm.
You hear about that and you go, if only other people heard this too.
Right.
And it's not that that specific person could become a celebrity because their story is so unique. Everyone's story is unique.
Mm-hmm.
There's absolutely no reason why in today's time we don't have access to everyone's story. But we live in a world where hierarchy and tier is exactly what is needed to keep everybody in their place.
But that's the thing is, would a person want their story told? It's
a change of mindset, though.
Yeah, but I agree with your mentality. Like, I agree with the idea. However, what if the person doesn't want their story told?
And here's what I mean by that: a change of mentality. Let's say society already operated like that.
Okay.
And we no longer operated in a society where if you do good, you get rewarded, and if you do bad, you don't. First off, that already fucks up kids in the brain. I don't know why teachers think that's a good idea. That doesn't help. That's what causes rebellion. It's like, but I tried, and you still got to fail me? Fuck this.
Yeah.
What do I need to do this for?
Right.
I'm not going to do good no matter how hard I try anyway.
Right.
That type of a system is fucking retarded.
Right.
Imagine if we lived in a society where that doesn't exist.
Okay.
So if your story is good or bad, it doesn't matter. You add to the benefit of society, which is the whole purpose of everyone's story being told.
Right.
That would just seem normal to you.
Correct. Okay. Yes, I understand that, but it's like, okay.
But I'm not saying this is like in my ideal fictitious mind and world,
No, I got you.
and how this system is already established, so it wouldn't be foreign.
Right.
It would be like, this is just what we do anyway.
I mean, yeah, but for me, it's like because there's other things that come in when it comes to, oh, I know everybody's stories everywhere. There's other things that come in where it's like, oh, is it your story gets added after you die? Is it your story gets added as you're living?
It could be like, let's say you have a local library and there's a municipality and there's 10 slots that are subjected as chapters for your life, and that's 10 years. Let's say if you make it to 100.
Right.
Or if you make it to longer, they'll just extend it. But let's say if there's 10 custom slots for each person that's ever born, and there's just gargantuan-sized library. I mean, honestly, I'm pretty sure every county in the U.S. could do it, because we have a fuck ton of space still left.
Right.
We would have access to everyone's story.
But that's exactly my point, because when it comes to that, then here's the thing about humans, is that they use information
Unfortunately.
viciously. They use information viciously. So when you have access to everyone's story and you know the details of somebody, and they hit 10 and then they put that thing in the slot, and then you know the first 10 years of life, use that. What are their phobias as a kid? What is the whatever, right? And then next 10 years and and it's like,
what if there were restrictions on it, like only my family can read it, or only people can read it after I pass? Like there's a signed restriction on what categories you agree to.
I mean, because that's also the thing. It's like what? Because I understand it's like, okay, everyone has their story pushed, but what do I give a fuck about a dude in
You don't have to.
Minnesota?
It could be something as simple as you don't give a shit about the average person, but let's say you want to know the full details of who's someone that you admire.
Let's go Will Smith.
I was like, I was thinking,
Let's go Will Smith. Why not?
okay, wouldn't it be cool if you could read the stages of his life from like his parents' perspective of 1 until like let's say age 7, and then he starts learning how to write, and then you see his writing 7 to 10, and then 11 to 20. You get to see the stages of life he went through, and because you admire him, you can see if he did the same mistakes as you can relate even more, and if you can see if he was gonna try things you thought of and how it whether did or didn't work for him.
Correct.
That would be advantageous for you. So it's not like you care about every other person, but the fact that that access is available is what's awesome.
Correct. But I will only have access to that after he dies.
No, he could have it where anybody can read it. Like I said, each person
But that's still for me. Like I said, that's still a problem.
Got you.
Because he would be a high profile person even in this society.
Right.
Right. I'm actually really glad we're going deep on this, but it's fun. But he would still be a high profile person in this society.
Right.
So having access to his story, knowing all his fears and all that stuff, would still not be advantageous for him. You see what I mean? It's like because I agree with you that everybody their stories are important.
Right.
But I'll give you an example. I don't know about every single person in the Bible.
Right.
Right. I don't know about Moses' sister.
Yeah.
Right. I don't know about David's brothers.
Right.
Right. Were their stories important? Sure, to them 100%. However, there are reasons that select stories were
the ones that were told.
Were added. You know what I'm saying? There are reasons, and because there was a goal in mind, right? It's like, yes, they did push forward society, but they were big players that pushed forward society.
Yeah.
And so,
well, the Bible is written, Old Testament even, for the perspectives of great people who lead down to the genealogy of the birth of Jesus.
Mm-hmm.
That's like the entire timeline.
Correct. But even in the New Testament, it follows what? It follows Paul. It follows Peter.
Yes,
it follows John. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's still, but
which is so awesome. That is so cool to me.
Like, yeah,
100%. These are personal letters that they were writing, and it just so happened to be published. Like, we got these guys' diaries, basically.
100%. But that's the thing I don't know all these people.
Right.
Right. I don't know who was the cellmate next to Paul. I don't know. I have no idea. It's like, doesn't that mean his life wasn't impacted? Does that mean he didn't do good for society? I have no idea. However, it's I think it would do more. It would do not as much good as you think it would. Because I think everyone's story is important. I agree with that, but I don't think it'd be as good as you think it is if everyone's story was exposed.
Yeah, that's unfortunate.
If everyone's story is exposed, because it's like, yeah, because I learned from their mistakes 100%. Yeah. But what if that person doesn't want that out there?
Yeah.
Like, even for their family. You know what I'm saying? So then it's like, because I'm sure you've done things that you just don't want anyone to know. That's between you and God. That you just don't want anybody to know.
Right.
But imagine you after you die, right, and your family has this legacy of how they think of you. And they have access to all this stuff, and they see all that. And yeah, obviously you're a person, and obviously they probably already know that. But then they see you as worse and worse, and that image of how they held you in their mind gets worse and worse. You I mean, you'd be dead, but your spirit be like, damn.
No, honestly, I think I'd be pretty up for it.
Okay, that's fair.
Only because everybody always around me has always thought I've been okay. So it's like I want them to see, like, no, that's not true.
Right.
You all have a different version of who I am.
Mm-hmm.
So let me show you what I was going through that I didn't talk about. Let me show you what I was going through mentally and what God was able to do.
Okay.
And how I still am able to accomplish, a great deal of things. And even up until, wherever my death leads, I would like to imagine that I would still accomplish more.
Right.
So I think that I would still be 100% up for it, and I wouldn't hold back. I would write down everything.
Well, okay. So is that the thing? Are you writing it down, or is it just being recorded as you live?
I would like it to be where you have the option of either. Like in this
How do you ma-
perfect world, it's like you have the option of either
How do-
where it's like somebody has records. For example, most parents take pictures of their kid.
Right.
So it's like those pictures exist, and you can ask somebody, okay, what was going on in this person's life with this picture? How old were they?
Right.
Like you get just basic details, so you have something on an individual,
Okay.
right? Let's say if, even for whatever reason, they didn't write it, and there was just very few information on them, you at least have something.
You know, I imagine, especially with this hypothetical, is it's almost like it's a visible drone that follows you your entire life. Like as soon as you're born, you're assigned this holographic drone that follows you your entire life, and then like it just records everything. Kind of like how I mean, for people who don't believe in God, but I do, but like it's kind of like how God just knows, and He's just always there. Mm-hmm. And even when you're in your worst position, even when you're doing, very down bad things, He's still there, right? So that's how I imagine it in my head. Is like this kind of like drone that follows you, and it's always recording something, and it's always doing this and that. And like then there's other things where like maybe you, especially in this, it'll be like more electronic. So like, a test.
Okay.
All your test or writings or your personal diary or whatever gets published as the years go by. That's how I always as you were describing, that's how I saw it, because that's to me that's the only thing that like for you to tell someone's whole story.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Someone's entire story. That's like the only way you can really do it.
Yeah, because I was thinking like more in an older society, prehistoric but pretty advanced.
Right.
Where in the sense of their communication was advanced.
Right.
Because agriculture and architecture, society has always been pretty good with.
Right.
But in terms of communication, we've drastically declined as a society.
Well, I don't know. I feel like we back to those hieroglyphics, emojis.
With emojis?
Yeah, man.
I thought that was pretty cool too. I heard that on Joe Rogan.
Yeah, man.
And I was like, yeah, that's kind of true.
Oh, well, Joe Rogan said that? That's tough.
That's kind of true.
I haven't watched Joe Rogan.
I love listening to Joe Rogan.
In a while. Like I've been like I thought you were gonna send me so Petro sent me this text about that doctor.
Oh, you should listen to that.
Yeah,
one, bro.
I thought you were
gonna
gonna send me a clip and you sent me the whole thing.
Yeah, no, you should listen to the whole thing. It's pretty concerning, bro.
I was like, damn.
Because she talks about how over the past 40 years, male testosterone and sperm count has decreased by 50%.
Mm-hmm.
That's not a good thing at all.
Yeah, and dick sizes have also been shrinking.
Yeah, I don't give a fuck about those tiny dick niggas. That's not my problem. I don't care about them.
To me, that makes me think like, yo, those niggas prehistoric had 10 feet slongs, nigga. Just absolute heavies on them.
The penis hasn't decreased that much.
Just absolute, just gargantuan nutsack.
Depending on what region of the world you're in, though.
Bro,
like the average in certain African countries is completely different.
Guess what my genetic makeup said. Hey, I ain't mad at it, baby. I ain't mad at it. Yeah, man. But now that was a really good hypothetical. I like that. That was enjoyable.
Yeah, because sometimes I just try to think of what moves could be made to try and help society. Mm-hmm. But then every time, the more I think about it, it's so unfortunate. I go, human beings' will, our free will, it is incapable of consistently doing good.
Yeah. For me, it's very interesting when people argue against free will because I feel like they always leave out certain things.
Because what's scary about free will is if you take it away, good can come out of it, but it's wrong. Mm-hmm. But if you give it, good could come out of it, and it's still wrong.
Yes. It's
a lose-lose situation. But it's a win-win situation depending on your perspective either way.
Yeah, it also depends on what you believe.
Yeah, so that's why it's a struggle.
Like, if you don't believe in God, but you believe, like, in free will, then it's like, for you, it's hopeless. You know what I'm saying?
What's weird for me, though, is regardless if you do or don't believe in God and you believe in free will, it's kind of hard for you to still ask that question, why doesn't God get involved? It's because you're literally using the very thing he gave you, and that's free will.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. No, people
He shouldn't just give you free will then.
What do you mean?
Because if people are complaining and saying, well, why does God let rape and murder happen? And don't get it twisted, I'm not for that. I'm an extremely angry individual, as you know me to be.
I do.
So I don't take those subjects very lightly.
No, you don't.
However, by that never existing, God would have to take away free will because human nature is disgusting. That's why we need morals. That's why I'm sure on what island is that by Easter Island where those people have still lived there and they've never had any sense of technology.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I just don't know the name of the island.
I don't know what it's called.
I know for a fact that they have laws in place for their group of people, their society.
Yeah.
We need laws because we're incapable of consistently doing good. It's not in our nature.
Right.
Our nature is to do wrong.
Yeah.
That's why people are like, no, we fucking need police or we need, laws to keep people in place. Why? Because people want to rob. Mm-hmm. People want to kill. People want to rape. People don't want to listen to nobody. Mm-hmm. You think somebody literally wants you to tell them what the fuck to do and they yell at you and you can't say shit back? Hell no.
However, these systems
they want to beat the shit out of you just because they can.
But these systems are necessary.
Exactly. Yeah, 100%. Exactly.
100%.
Laws are necessary.
100%.
Which is why I don't... I understand. And I can't confidently say I don't understand. Because... like I said, it's such a sensitive thing for me.
Right.
Like, that should never be okay. That should never be in any human being's heart.
Right.
But to say, why does God allow it to happen? It's just something as simple as, well, what do you expect him to do? Take away your free will?
Yeah, because if he has to take it for one, he has to take it for all.
Exactly. He wouldn't be good if he just did it for one.
Yeah, because then he would be forced to love it.
Exactly.
And that's not love.
God is so good that Jesus had to go to hell.
Right.
Think about that.
No, he had to go to hell. You're
he
right.
had to go to hell.
He did.
Because God couldn't even single out his own son.
Mm-hmm. Exactly that.
It's like if he's going to try and do this for you,
right.
Best believe the only way that's possible is by he not singling out even his own son.
Yeah.
He couldn't single out anybody.
Exactly. So, like, it's yeah, free will is very common because I was listening to the Joe Budden podcast.
I gotta listen to that one.
It's good.
You recommended it to me plenty of times.
I do. I don't agree with everything he says, obviously, because we're different human beings. So.
Should I start from like the first one he did?
No, I mean you just jump in, honestly.
Just wherever, because I'm just gonna start from wherever it is currently. I'm not gonna go far back.
You just jump in, and then if you want to listen back to like maybe something that you have, because he talks about a lot. They talk about a lot of things, and they keep me sometimes updated on like the rap world and hip hop and whatever.
Yeah, I need that since I'm on social media.
Yeah, like I do it. That is a very good podcast, even with the recent controversy, all that stuff. But like, it is a very good podcast.
Got you.
But they had a conversation a few weeks back about free will, and Joe said he doesn't believe in free will because of, it's all like predetermined, like where you're born, all that stuff, like your gifts and all that stuff. It's like I agree, and here's the thing. It was I agreed with a lot of the things he was saying. However, it can still be free will because it is your choice of how you use said things. It is a choice of how you use said circumstances.
Yeah. So like, even if you don't believe in God, that would be the universe. But if you do believe in God, then you believe that God does not exist within the realm of time.
Right.
God exists 100 years from now, still speaking to my descendant and telling him how he can correct his life. God is doing that right now, just as he's helping, someone 100 years from before me.
Right.
He exists in all manners of life throughout every single timeline. And he knows exactly what's going to happen. So he knows when to let you, if you go off drift, he knows, okay, they're going to do this. Let me speak to them right when they decide to do this.
Yeah.
He already knows what's going to happen.
Yeah, but that's what exactly.
But it's still our free will.
Yeah, it's exactly.
That's it.
Yeah, it's still our free will. But for him, his example was
even with the universe, for people who believe in that
essentially it's not free.
What? That it comes at a cost?
Yeah.
I mean, that's true.
Yeah.
But we did nothing to gain it.
Exactly. So it's free for us.
So that would make it free. That just means that our actions come at a price.
It just means someone else bought it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's really it.
That's it. Yeah, I don't know. For me, it's very. I love getting into like the philosophical conversations, especially so.
I've been waiting for us to get into one of these.
I do. I have been too. There's been one, especially. I said this back in college. We had a philosophy class, and we learned about nihilism. Do you know the concept of
nihilism?
Yeah.
Let me
Nihilism, essentially that everything sucks, everything is bad, there's no reason for anything. Everything is like essentially like nothing.
Everything comes from nothing and has no meaning.
So
yes,
zero essentially.
Yeah. That doesn't scientifically make any sense.
Here's the thing. And the dude who was a nihilist in the class, he was like, yeah, man, nothing means anything, nothing. I looked him dead ass in the face, and this was during philosophy class, and I don't know if you knew, but in college I was low key a wild boy because I was like, oh, my parents aren't here, nigga, you can't tell me shit. I pay to be here, and you can't tell me shit. So as soon as the nihilist he goes, yeah, nothing really matters and all that stuff. And I go, if you really believe that, kill yourself.
Yeah.
And everybody was like, whoa. I was like, why?
Seriously.
I was like, why?
Seriously.
I was like, if there's no point of morals, there's no God, there's no all this stuff, like, what's the point of living? It's like, if everything about this is an accident, who cares?
There's no end, there's no tomorrow, there's no such thing as heaven or hell. It's just black. You're not gonna remember anything. All the pain is gonna go away.
Exactly. So just kill yourself.
Yeah.
If it's all not worth anything, then just go. Who cares?
But nihilism doesn't scientifically make any sense though, because even though I still I believe that science falls under the laws of God.
Right.
Just because we have yet to fully understand them doesn't mean that they dictate his actions. He dictates it. Exactly. Now, even if we study the first law of thermodynamics, matter, it can't come out of nothing.
Right.
It cannot be created, nor can it be destroyed.
Exactly.
Whatever was there is here and will forever be here.
Mm-hmm.
It is impossible for two nothings to expand and create this ever-expanding, smart, ingenious universe. Because the universe itself is ingenious. How the fuck the moon and the stars and the sun revolves around us, and we're in the perfect spot. Us. My apologies. The planets are revolving around the sun. My apologies.
Yeah, people gonna think you're a flat earther or some shit.
Well, I am, but not to what they think. I think that the universe itself is round, but in the perspective of a divine being, it looks so tiny and infinitesimal that it just looks like it's flat, like it's not like a little tic tac.
Yeah, but that's not being the Earth isn't flat. The Earth isn't flat.
Okay, that's what I'm saying. Like you get what I mean, right?
I understand that. It's like essentially it's like the being that is outside the universe looks at it the way we look at a piece of paper.
Yeah.
So we are in 3-dimensional and we look at a 2-dimensional thing. It's like it looks flat.
I think we're like freaking 6-dimension in his eyes.
Wait. Hold on.
You ever seen objects where they try to explain what it looks like?
Right.
Like in that manner where it could be like this, but then you come up close and it's something completely different.
Right.
Like that.
But that's like an optical illusion.
Oh, okay. I thought that was something that looks like on the 5th or 6th dimensional plane.
Here's the thing.
I could be wrong. I'm an ignorant idiot.
No, you're not. But like it's because the thing is we don't know what that looks like, so we can only like portray it in a 3-dimensional space.
Got you.
And so as we know it today, we are 3-dimensional.
Okay.
For whatever we may find in the future, we can leave that open. But right now, right here, we're 3-dimensional. So if this is a 4th-dimensional, 5th-dimensional being, all it sees is as the way we would look at a drawing on a piece of paper.
Yeah.
I understand that. Yeah. However, in this 3-dimensional space, we need to make this clear for everyone this is a globe.
We're a circle.
This is a globe.
My thing is, why the fuck do people care? Unless they're trying to be an astronaut.
But here's my
thing. An astrophysicist.
Here's my thing. The reason I care when someone says, "Oh, it's a flat Earth," is because, nigga, for me, it shows that people are willing to discard the truth for what they believe.
Just tell them, go over the edge. Tell me when you find the edge. That's it. Don't entertain it. Just tell me when you find the edge.
No, yeah, 100%. But for me, it's like...
But they don't believe that there is an edge. They believe that there's a gargantuan-sized wall.
Yeah,
which
exactly.
Isn't completely wrong.
No,
because it's illegal for anybody to even try to prove that wrong.
The Arctic Circle, 100%. Yeah. However, you can go east and then end up in a what you consider a Western country.
Exactly.
You know
It's
what I'm
just
saying?
that wall exists in the northern or southern hemisphere.
Exactly. So, like,
'Cause, yeah, you can go completely east and west in one direction, and you will just see landmass.
yeah.
Yeah, you have to go a completely different direction to see all that ice wall.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So it's like that's kind of my point.
But they're claiming that, as time goes on, obviously sailors, and air pilots are so stupid that they're flying like this, in a circle, instead of just going straight.
Right.
I'm pretty sure some crazy pilot one day just got fucking bored and just flew straight and was like, nah, you fucking idiot, this shit is a globe.
Yeah. Amelia Earhart, but then she disappeared.
I mean, there's nothing confirmed with her because she disappeared.
No, I think they found her plane.
Oh, yeah, they did?
I'm pretty sure.
Because I know Ferdinand Magellan is the first person to ever circumnavigate the world.
Honestly,
He never fully did. His crew did because he died.
Yeah, he died.
But they, it was his ship and his men, so they, honored him with it or whatever.
Yeah, or whatever. They probably hated his ass. Nigga, we about to go off the edge.
Bro, honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if they did, but they probably missed him when he was dead.
Probably.
Yeah. Niggas be annoying.
Niggas do be annoying.
But when they die, you're like, he just adventurous.
Yeah.
I couldn't hate on a nigga wanting to see more. I want that shit.
I can. The hell? What are you talking about? Nigga, I can't hate on anybody. What are you talking about? But yeah, no, but we have to say on this podcast, we are not flat earthers.
No.
We are not flat earthers. The globe is a globe. It's not a. It's not flat. It's not.
For me, I'm just like, why do you care?
Because it does bother me. No, I know you're not talking to me, but for me, it does bother me.
What I mean is, why does the average person care if the Earth is flat or a globe? Why does the average person spend so much time trying to figure it out? I'm like, you just need to figure out how to pay your bills.
That's the thing. I don't.
Not you.
No. I'm saying the average person doesn't spend a lot of time figuring out. It's the person who tries to prove that it's flat that spends a lot of time.
Okay, then
you see what I mean?
That's gonna segue into another conversation I have. I like some conspiracy theories, but I don't like all conspiracy theorists, and that's because they question everything, which isn't bad. It's not terrible to do that. It's actually good to have that mindset.
Right.
But you need to learn where it's like, okay, I'm being proven wrong.
Right.
I don't have to try and pull an excuse out of thin air.
Exactly.
Be wise with your comeback. Sure, I'm not saying that. Sometimes you can pull out a witty ass remark out of thin air, but don't do some bullshit where you're completely proven wrong and go, oh, well, then this is just a conspiracy higher than what I thought.
Yeah.
I'm like, are you serious? You're really just going to be that fucking, blatantly ignorant?
You're going to be that guy.
God.
You're not that guy, pal. You're not that guy.
Those people.
That's the sound I should
I've got no problem with conspiracy theorists, but it's those level of conspiracy theorists. I'm like, you need to check yourself.
You're not that guy, pal. You're not that guy. That's one of the funniest. You're not that guy. Oh man, it's not on here.
That guy, pal.
Bro, that's one of the you know what he sounds like Kronk, and that's why I love it. That nigga sounds like Kronk. You're not that guy, pal. You're not that guy,
pal. You're not that guy.
Squeak squeaking, squeak squeaking.
Squeakity squeak squeak.
Squeak squeaking, squeak squeaking. Poison of Cusco. Poison.
Cusco. Emperor Cusco.
Emperor Cusco. Cusco's poison.
We're the loud guy, Cusco.
Cusco's poison. Squeaking.
He's my. I've got Cusco.
Yeah, Cusco. It turned into a llama. It's one of the fun. But
you know what I was thinking about? It was actually yesterday. Yeah, it was yesterday. How we had better black sitcoms back in the day.
Yes.
And they weren't about, sex and average day problems. It was about how can I avoid showing that shit on TV?
Right.
Or, how can I show how a real man is supposed to act?
Yeah, but then, Bill Cosby got caught with those drugs, and that went down the drain.
So because one man got caught.
He was the grandfather. Bro, he was the father of America.
But that shouldn't be enough because you know how many fucking white producers and white...
I agree.
The word I'm looking for?
I agree. I know exactly what you're saying.
Yeah, it's just I don't want to hear that excuse. They can't just do it as an excuse to the black community. And this is another problem. This is a problem I have with black people. Why the fuck don't we help each other more? Black people, if they really got out, right. They don't like to help other people come back out. It's I fought for everything I fought for.
Right.
People betrayed me, so why I gotta give out all this information I gave my blood, sweat, and tears to?
Right.
I'm why do you have to be that way?
You already made it.
It's you made it.
Right.
literally white people are doing this for their people. Spanish people, why aren't you doing this for your people?
Yeah.
But at the end of the day,
It's a slave mentality.
the average black person will still look forward to those people.
Yeah, but it's a slave mentality.
And that's what I'm like.
That's what it is. It's like when.
But they know that, and that's what pisses me off is y'all know this by now.
Yeah.
By now we know
I
this,
think
and
this-
y'all still doing this shit.
But I think there's a switch coming. I've seen waves coming where people are doing better.
Bro, I hope so. Cause remember, I'm off. I don't. And when I was on, I didn't pay too much attention.
That's the thing. I've been in which things that give me hope.
Okay, good.
You know what I'm saying? But it's like because we do have to do better.
We do have to do better.
I
As a
agree.
community, we really do have to do better.
I agree with
Bro,
that.
because 20 years ago, at least our communities have more block parties too.
That's a fact. I mean, we can't. Speak
And I'm not just talking about this community.
I don't know.
I'm talking about all over the U.S. No,
I don't know
community
any
has
states.
decreased
Okay.
like substantially.
I have no idea.
Honestly, statistics on it, it's not like 1 or 2% over the past 30 to 40 years.
Right.
It's double digits. That's not good.
Right.
Like all over the U.S., not just in one small little place.
Yeah, because I
It's
remember
all over the U.S.
I remember here we used to have jumping block parties.
Here,
Yeah.
New York.
Yeah.
New York used to have way more. But it's because niggas shoot too much. People have so much beef because they have all this pride.
Yeah. And so like if you do a block party, they might see each other and then children.
It's like, yo, like, bro, I need you to understand life is not about you. No one gives a shit about you.
It was one
Just
actually.
focus on.
There was one thing that there was this Netflix movie. What's it called? Concrete Cowboys. I think I've talked about it before.
Concrete Cowboy.
Yeah, it's Idris Elba and
Oh, yes.
yeah, and the guy from the black guy from Stranger Things.
Yes, the black boy, yeah.
Caleb
I
McLaughlin.
heard he acted his ass
He
off.
acted his ass off on that. He really did. He really did. It was a really good movie. But in it, there was this guy.
I watched it. I remember it. Yes, because you recommended it, I watched it.
Yeah,
That was a great movie.
In it, there was this guy who was in a wheelchair, who was an actor, by the way. He was actually like
What?
yeah, like all the writers were actually writers.
Really?
Yeah, it was actually really, like, I was super surprised. Like, the girl that he, like, kissed or whatever,
Yeah.
she was an actor. She was one of, like, the actual, like, concrete, like, cowboys.
Wow.
Yeah, it was really dope. Anyway, but when the guy in the wheelchair tells his story, and he was like, yeah, I was on the block, and he was doing, I was doing my thing. I remember, I think he was like, I was selling drugs on the block, whatever. And me and this guy had beef. He tried to take my block, so we got in a shootout, and my brother died, and I got paralyzed for life. And he said now that block has a Starbucks on it. The corner where I used to sell is a Starbucks. He said we were fighting over a block we didn't even own. Mm-hmm. And like, to me, that's like, yo, you're fighting over something you don't own.
Exactly.
You don't own any of it. And you're fighting over it. Like, why?
When them investors come and they buy that building,
You will be moved out. Gentrification is
that
a
shit
thing.
is real.
That thing is powerful.
Yo, look at Bed-Stuy.
That's what I'm saying.
I never thought in my life I would see Bed-Stuy like that.
That's what I'm saying, bro. Nigga, they got Whole Foods there.
That's crazy.
That's ridiculous.
That's insane.
But that's exactly my point. Is like people are fighting over things they don't own. They're fighting over things that in the long run they won't bring any like equity to your life.
Yeah, it's unfortunate.
And it's so depressing. And I'm actually kind of glad we actually had a pretty chill podcast today. Because like, we wilded out, we have fun, but like
we've had fun, but I'm like, I'm kind of enough of just having fun. I'm a pretty serious guy.
yeah,
I like to talk about introspective style things because I want to improve.
Yeah,
I don't think any human being
can't improve without looking inwards. 100%.
Not even that. We improve physically.
Yeah, not if you're me.
Well, from birth. You've improved substantially.
I can walk. You are correct.
You've gotten taller.
I have.
Your features have gotten big. Your nose has definitely gotten bigger from when you were born.
Fuck you trying to say to me, nigga?
I'm trying to say you have a human being's nose. You shouldn't have a baby nose at 21.
Nigga, what if I did? 21. I'm not 21.
That's why you're 22.
Yeah.
No, you're not that old. You look old.
I'm turning 23 this year.
You look older. Now I'm playing.
It's a fact. What is it? Yo, I was hanging. Oh, please go ahead. Sorry. Go.
What I was saying is, if we can improve physically, I know for a fact we've improved mentally because we don't talk as babies anymore.
Correct.
We don't go goo or ga. We don't do that.
I never did that.
Well, you know how babies are. They just can't formulate full words.
Spoken full sentences.
For example, my niece, my little cousin, she's 3 months, and I heard her the other day say hungy.
Mm-hmm.
She's 3 months, and she was saying hungy, so we gave her the bottle, and she immediately just started drinking it, and they gave it to us when she was done. I was like, this is a genius baby.
Like I said, I've spoken full sentences since birth. I don't know what to talk about.
So we improve physically, we improve mentally. What's going on emotionally?
We don't acknowledge it.
And that's what's like so fucked up. I'm like, what's going on? Like,
we don't acknowledge it. Why would you acknowledge it?
For 10 minutes a day. Nah, fuck that. 10 minutes a week. If the average person really just sat down and closed their eyes and started to ask themselves questions about why they do the things they do, or trying to understand their mental health, it would drastically change everything.
I mean, 100%. But also, that's why social media is so prevalent, is because people don't want to sit with themselves.
And that takes me back to the point earlier I didn't get to finish. That's why I'm getting the fuck off social media, because I know me. I get affected by things I see.
Right. I mean, everyone does.
Yeah, exactly. I just don't want to, speak for everyone.
No, everyone does. No, that's not even like a opinion. That's a fact.
Okay, cool.
No, it's not. I'm not saying that. No, everyone does. Whether they believe it or not, that doesn't matter. But you do. You get affected by the things you see, by the things you hear.
See, exactly. And
that's it.
I don't ever want, or like let's say I'm talking to a girl and I'm feeling comfortable and I'm getting to learn her personality. In the back of my head, I start thinking about.
Hey, yo, bitch.
No, not even that.
Oh, right.
I start thinking like, oh, all nice girls cheat. Because somebody posted that because he got cheated on by a girl who was obviously a hoe. Mm-hmm. I'm like, come on, you can't turn a hoe into a housewife.
I mean, you can, but she has to meet Jesus first.
Or she has to see how big your bank account is.
No, that's not a housewife. That's what we call a gold digger.
That's right.
That's different. Like I said, she needs to meet Jesus first. If she a hoe, take her to Jesus, and then she'll be a housewife.
Don't immediately try to her into a housewife. Let's see if she actually stay with Jesus.
Look, that's a fact. No. This is what we call a trial period.
Yeah. They'll just take her to church and go, yes, I can stay with her now. Yeah. It's like, nah, that's come on.
Yes.
Nah. Well, you should take that one lightly.
Nah, that's the thing. Don't try to change people. Most of that.
Yeah, it's never gonna work out.
Never.
Let somebody fucking live their own life.
Yeah, you gotta that's what comes to free will. If God can't force you to love Him, you can't force someone to love Jesus.
Yeah.
Or force them to love you.
And that's why I don't get with Christians, bro, when they try to shove God down people's throats. It's that whole love your neighbor as yourself is so overlooked in the church. If somebody really sat down with someone and go, here's what it means to really love somebody as yourself. Let's say you're walking down the street and you see a homeless man. I'm not telling you to give this person money, but think about it. Let's say you were homeless, you hadn't showered in a couple days, you're sitting on the side of concrete with ripped up ass pants and there's rubble and pebbles just all under your ass and you're uncomfortable and you know the fact that you stink and nobody wants to be around you. You're super insecure because of that. And somebody is walking past you and they smell good with a nice fragrance. Mm-hmm. And you haven't gotten to smell that in a while because you probably sit next to a sewer line.
Right.
So that's all you smell all day. And then they probably just want to look at you and you want to look at them and smile because it's like, damn, I haven't smelled something good all day. Mm-hmm. And then they give you this nasty-ass look and they walk away.
Yeah.
How the fuck would that make you feel?
Yeah.
That love your neighbor as yourself is so overlooked. If somebody waves and says hello to you, have some common human decency and say hello back.
That's the thing, but a lot of people use the excuse. I say it's the excuse because I don't believe it's true. Most of the time, people use the excuse that I like being talked to bluntly. No, you don't. Every single time someone talks to you bluntly, you get your feelings hurt.
Exactly. Nobody truly likes being talked to bluntly. They just want to be talked to honestly and
you get talked to bluntly by the people who know you. But if a random person came up to you and started talking to you like that, you'd be like, hey, yo, who do you think you're talking to?
Yeah, it's like, hey, your hair looks like you just put your finger in a socket. You're like, excuse me, bitch, who the fuck you talking to?
Yeah, but if I said that to you, you'd be like, bro, that's just Breeze.
But I'm like,
whatever.
Yeah, that's it.
Exactly, but we have a relationship, and that's why it doesn't hurt as bad.
Exactly.
But it hurts a little bit. No, I'm just joking. But but that's the thing is people be like, oh, I should because if I knew the truth, I would want someone just to tell me. Nigga, you know how many times someone told me the truth and I've been like, no.
Yeah. I've definitely done that.
You know what I'm saying? Like, no, like it'll be a fact, and I just be like, I don't want to acknowledge it. All the time, to this day, nigga, to this day, I feel like that. So, like, who the fuck are you?
Exactly.
Who do you think you are just to walk up to somebody and be like, hey, bro, if you don't accept Jesus, you go in hell? Like, could that be true? Yes. Did you say it with love? Did you say it considering what they're going through right now? No.
What I don't get about that, though, is Jesus himself said, no one knows if they're going to make it. He just said, the only way to the Father is through me.
Mm-hmm.
That's what he said.
Mm-hmm.
But we do not know if anyone will ever make it to hell. We have no idea if the person down the street who's selling coke is going to make it to hell. We have no idea if the nice guy in church is going to make it to hell. We have no idea if the pastor or the reverend's going to make it to hell. We have no idea.
I can guess. I can guess.
But we shouldn't be casting judgment, though.
I ain't casting judgment. I could guess, though.
And
take some bets.
But that's what frustrates me is, regardless of someone's lifestyle, I don't care what it is. Well, with the exception of a rapist. And I'm like, I'm not the person to talk to them. Somebody else could try.
No, I got you.
Minister to them.
No, I got you.
But no, they need it the most because there's something mentally wrong with you to do that.
Yes.
You need to be
that and pedophiles.
Like you have to be. You need some type of love in your life.
Like something is definitely wrong.
Something is definitely wrong, and something is definitely missing. And I hope you find it soon because what you're doing is hurting people, and you're definitely hurting your innocence.
Yeah, but you ain't finding it from me.
No.
I ain't the nigga.
No, I don't. That's why God could have never given me like a king's power.
Yeah, you a nasty bastard.
No, not even that. I would kill a lot of people. I would get rid of every rapist, period. They would not live. They wouldn't get a second chance. It wouldn't be prison time.
Yeah, we believe in the death penalty. I do believe
immediately.
No, that's the thing. I do believe that some people need to be wiped
I do
off
believe
that.
some people
do
yes,
need to
exactly. Like I don't believe. Well, okay, that's a lie. I wish nobody goes to hell. I truly do. I wish nobody ends up there because that's not a prison sentence. That's not 60 years. It's not 100 years of torture. That's eternity forever, and no one can fathom that.
Right.
However,
right.
I do believe some niggas need a taste of their own medicine, or worse.
Yeah, no, but I do believe if I was like, if I knew Ted Bundy was doing what Ted Bundy did,
yeah,
and like Ted Bundy was still Ted Bundy, I would just kill him.
Nah, you know what I would do? I would schedule a boxing match with him and
Christ.
every man.
This is already way too complicated.
Nah, fuck that. That's his prison sentence. Is every 3 days somebody's gonna come in here and beat the shit out of you for an hour.
But that's the thing. For me, is I believe people need to be off the earth. Like I'm not.
Oh no, he's eventually gonna die. The body can take but so much.
I mean, 100%. But like, still, you know what I'm saying? Like for me, it's like you just need to go.
No time wasted.
No time wasted.
Oh, yeah,
you need to like. That's my belief. It's like some people just need to.
Yeah,
like,
where it's none of that. I'm gonna give you a speech and tell you how bad you were. It's like as soon as I get you in that vulnerable position, bow. That's it. I'm not wasting no time.
You have to go.
The deed is done.
You have to go. That's my personal belief. It's like you just have to go. Like it's not. It's in it does because it's less of what you did, but more of the intentionality.
For me, it's the legacy of pain you leave behind in so many other people's lives.
That's the thing is you can live. People can live with that and have the guilt for that with the rest of their life, and that could be their sentence. And like because that even if I kill that person, that pain will still be there. For me, if you are a truly evil person,
yeah, where you just are incapable of good.
Exactly, where you just it's so.
I'm not giving you a second chance.
Yeah, it's so twisted. It's so gone that like just no matter what, you're not. You just won't. You won't like reform. Mm-hmm. I'm taking you out of there. And I'm not gonna do it painfully. It's just you just gotta go.
Yeah, like that.
And there needs to be less evil on this earth. That's
like
it.
that whole Batman Joker shit.
Exactly.
I think Batman is
a pussy.
The smartest
dumbass. Yes, sir.
And pussy in the entire DC universe.
Smartest
because this nigga has watched thousands of people die at one man's hand, irregardless of how many times he gets set free. Mm-hmm. And he hides it under the guise of, I can't kill. I think it's because he knows for a fact he's going to enjoy that shit. And he doesn't want to unleash that on himself. So he'd rather the lives of other people be risked.
Well, you think
because
Batman,
he's not man enough.
You think Batman will enjoy killing people?
Hell yeah. I think the Joker, he would be like,
Did
finally.
You like that?
He'd finally just go like, finally.
Like
It's either that or he's such a fucking freak in the head that he enjoys having to always fight crime, but not truly ever stopping it.
Yeah, because Gotham has not improved in like 70 years.
As long as that nigga has been Batman, it has not gotten better.
Nah, that's a fact.
That's what I'm saying. If he just got rid of people, Gotham would be so much better.
Yeah, like especially the big ones.
Especially Joker.
Nigga,
Get rid of that nigga.
Joker, Riddler, the Penguin, Two-Face, like Clayface.
Would you get rid of the Falcons? I respect mafia families. In a certain regard, some families, because some of them just.
I mean,
don't give
just
a
in
fuck.
case the mafia is listening, I respect y'all as well. But since this is a hypothetical mafia family, this is
Right.
not real.
But we're talking about comic books here.
I would get rid of the owls.
Yeah, the Court of Owls, hell yeah. Yeah, those niggas need to fucking go.
Yeah,
That's
I would,
the Illuminati
I
for
would
sure.
I would get rid of them before I would get rid of Falcons.
Yeah, because at least they operate by some type of code.
Cause like Falcons, they weren't ever really that high on the Batman list.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I just fuck with, if you're going to be bad, at least have some type of code. Like, you know how some gang members,
I know.
it's like,
I know.
I might mess with you, but I still love my family.
Mm-hmm.
I help my family. Don't get it twisted.
Yeah.
Like, that shit I mess with.
Yeah.
I'm like, you at least have some kind of code, some kind of morale and honor.
Yeah.
Like, you've already let your innocence go, but it's not complete.
Yeah.
I really do feel for people who have let go of their innocence,
Yeah.
where they've seen and done,
Where they have no family, no friends, no love, or no
so they
life.
just don't give a fuck.
So they don't give a fuck. They're like, why do I care if I don't got in my life?
Yeah,
You
and
know?
it's like, I'm so sorry that life has truly robbed you
Yeah, exactly.
of a true beautiful experience at life.
Yeah.
Because this is a one-time ticket. We don't get a second chance at this.
Mm-hmm.
We don't go a second round to go and like, you know what? I didn't like that game. I'm gonna try a different one.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you know, we really don't get that. Some people have a faith in, you know, reincarnation, but there's still no confirmation.
Yeah.
So we really are just having faith in that. I really do feel for people who their first roundabout and their first go of life was just ass, and they were robbed of an experience and joy.
Yeah. Yeah, you never know. I don't know. So I'm not gonna act like I do.
Yeah, that's why I've become very grateful with my life.
I am very
I'm like, regardless of what I've experienced or seen, I'm just very grateful for it. The only thing I would change, I was telling this to my cousin, is if my life itself would not change, everything is still exactly the same, and I just get to take away one action, I'd take losing my virginity. Everything, as I get to go through the same suffering, everything else, and still be where I'm at, I'm completely fine with it. Completely fine. That is the only truly regret that I have in my life.
I'm trying to think. What would be my regret I would take away?
Because that's my thing with regret. It's not that, oh, you know, I wish I could take it back so my life could be different. No, fuck that. I'm content with my life. Regardless of the ups and downs, I would still take everything. Just take that one action away.
That's the thing, right? It's like, because I can't even say nothing like porn because I stumbled on that by accident.
I was told I didn't even know what porn was until 8th grade.
Like, I didn't, like, for me, I was 10 years old. So, was that 5th grade? It was 10 years old. And I was going on Hulu.com. Hulu.com. And I missed the M on com. And it said Hulu.co. And it sent me to a porn website.
Yep.
And after that, it was just, so, like, it wasn't even like, I was going to watch cartoons on Hulu. I was innocent as it could be. I was going to watch cartoons on Hulu. And I missed the M.
Yeah.
And then it just sent my life. And so it was like, it wasn't
Domains.
even like, it legitimately wasn't even a thing that I did.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
It was an accident.
It was an accident.
Sometime.
I typed it too fast, or it didn't. The input just didn't put in the M, and that's what it was.
Yeah, I mean, that's what an accident is.
Yeah.
Didn't mean for it to happen. I remember some fucking kid. I'm gonna say his name. Henry Hernandez. He had told me about. He was like, yo,
I'm not believing it. I don't care.
He was like, yo, you ever seen porn? I was like, what's that? He said, go to Pornhub.com. He was like, but make sure your parents aren't around. I was like, okay. I was so confused. I'm like, is this like a radar movie? Like, I was so confused.
My parents would let me watch it.
Yeah, I was like, my parents let me watch radar movies. Your parents don't let you?
He said, nah, man, it's a rated XXX.
I didn't know what that was. I was like, XXX, the Vin Diesel movie?
What a trash ass movie, but I love it so much.
It's fun for a kid.
Trash ass movie, but I love it.
And then I watched it, and it was just,
Yeah.
it's just ever since.
I can't wait until we go see Fast 9 or F9.
F9.
Yeah, is it? Which one is it? Is it Fast or is it
I'm
Furious?
calling it Fast 9.
Is it Fast? Because
Ever since Fast 5.
bro, all they put, bro, it was Furious 7. Like
Yeah, you're right.
So I'm saying
And then it was Fast and Furious spinoff, Hobbs and Shaw.
that was a banger.
That was a fucking banger.
That
It
was
was
a banger.
really good.
It was
That
good.
that Kevin Hart cameo.
That was the funniest. That was
Yo,
the fun-
honestly, having comedians in these action movies, starting with like when they did that with the other
Oh,
guys.
don't forget the cameo of Ryan Reynolds.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna mention him too.
Yeah.
Like they started that shit with like the other guys like in the mid 2000s, adding more comedy, and that was just so fucking ingenious.
Yeah.
I'm so glad whoever started that trend. God bless you.
Yeah, God bless you, honestly.
For real.
Honestly.
Because action movies after Speed were not that good. And Die Hard. Yeah, after Speed and Die Hard, it's just we had a lot of the same repetition.
Action movies after Speed and Die Hard.
It was just we kept getting an ensemble of
I'm trying to think.
repetitive movies. They kept doing the same shit as those two.
I'm trying to think of one that was just a straight action movie that was good after Speed and Die Hard. And all I can think, I'm sure I could think of, I don't know, Kung Fu movies are always a banger. Jackie Chan movies, nigga? Come on, son. In the 90s?
Oh yeah.
Come on, son.
I can't hate on. I love martial arts movies,
I love me some-
especially Jackie Chan.
Mm-mm.
My favorite one is Drunken Fist.
That's a fact.
He'll
No, that's a
always
fact.
be Drunken
Young
Fist.
young Jackie Chan was
Yo, young Jackie Chan really inspired me, bro. Like I look at him now, and I'm not gonna lie, I tear up sometimes. I'm like, I'm really gonna cry when you die, bro. Like you were such a pivotal point
what a
in my
horrible
life.
thing to say to somebody. I'm really gonna cry when you die. Why you think about my death like that?
No, I'm not saying that as in I would meet Jackie Chan and say that to him. I would say so many other things to him.
Yeah.
But I definitely wouldn't be like, oh my God, Jackie Chan. I'm like, that's such a fucking scary thing.
Bro, he look at you, he go, Chris Tucker! Chris Tucker!
I'm like, yes, Jackie.
he's like, Chris Tucker, you look so young. Do you do the Botox?
I'm like, yes, Jackie, do it. Stay alive longer, peace.
Dude, why you got the accent? Nigga, you
I would do that to him. I would do that to
You're
him.
supposed to be, nigga, he slapped the fuck out of you.
I think he would laugh.
He would probably slap the fuck.
Bro, being on set with Chris Tucker for so many years,
Nigga, he hit you with the...
I'll be like, yo, Jackie Chan whooped my ass.
Yo, he did. Yeah, nigga, he hit you with the gentle fist.
I would be so proud.
Nigga, he hit
That
you
Jackie
with
Chan
the
whooped my
ninja.
ass.
He hit you with the 64 palms. That's what he hit you. He was like, oh, my chakra points.
I would just be like, Jackie, I just want to let you know, you are such an important part of my childhood. You're so fucking awesome, bro.
He is.
Never forget that shit.
Yo, Jackie, never forget that you
Never
are.
forget Shanghai Nights,
That's a fact.
Shanghai Noon. Like, oh my God.
Yeah.
He was such an important part of my childhood.
Ooh. Shaolin Soccer? What was it called?
Shaolin Soccer. He wasn't in that, but that was an
Do
amazing.
you remember that
ass
movie?
movie.
No, I know he
Hell
wasn't in
yeah.
it. I know he wasn't in
Hell
it.
yeah. You remember the Jackie Chan Adventures, the cartoon?
Oh,
Bro.
that was my
That was my shit,
that
man.
Was my shit. That was my shit. You remember Shaolin Showdown?
Bro,
You remember Shaolin Showdown?
we
with
had
the monk and the.
we had the pinnacle of cartoons in our generation.
I'm trying to think. Yeah, I mean we had Avatar.
Yeah, we had the best of the best.
Yeah, we did.
Danny Phantom. That was a trippy ass show.
Yeah,
Looking back,
yeah.
That is a
Grim
trippy
Adventures
ass
of
show.
Billy and Mandy.
that is a fucking dark ass show. Holy shit, bro. Adult Swim back when we were kids.
Courage the Cowardly Dog.
That was just some satanic shit.
Yeah.
I remember some of those shows from Adult Swim.
Nigga, I remember there was one thing that made me stop believing in Santa Claus. Is when Ramsey, the mummy came on. And he literally sang this. He would go, Ramses, the meningos, the meningos, the meningos. There is no Santa Claus. And I was like, there's not? After that, I stopped. I was like, I mean, this is a great. I didn't cry or nothing. I was just like,
That's
damn, that's
hilarious.
crazy.
I never believed in Santa.
I was like, that's crazy. My mom believed in Santa. My mom still believes in Santa.
I believe Saint
She-
Nick existed.
She is a delusional bitch. A delusional ass. Jesus Christ, woman.
Yeah, no, I've never believed this. I remember vividly at 6 years old, my mom said, go to sleep in your room so Santa can give you your presents. I said, Santa's not going to give me my presents if I sleep in the living room in front of the tree? And she said, no, Santa doesn't, he won't do that because you're peeking. You're not supposed to see him. I'm like, Mommy, I'm not supposed to see intruders. So then you know what I did? I slept in the living room. And I waited. And waited. And I saw my mama. And then that was it.
That was it.
That was it. After that, I clowned her every year. When she would tell my little brother Santa's real, I go, no, it's not. Mommy just buys you presents. Don't believe her. Why are you lying to my brother?
That is hilarious. That is the thing. Would you do that with your kids?
Hell no. Why would I belittle their intelligence? I want them to entertain their own fantasy and imagination on their own. I want to see what they can come up with. I'm not going to lie to my child and tell them some fat fucker is going to crawl through their fucking chimneys. You know where that came from, actually?
You're not going to tell them some Pyru nigga comes down the chimney and
some Pyru nigga?
Get some presents. You're not going to tell them that?
I'm like, hey, baby, we don't leave them cookies. Okay, we leave them bacon. We leave them bacon and bullets, baby. That's all it is.
Bacon and bullets. In a red cloth to wipe off his mouth.
Yep. And his DNA.
Yes.
I don't want no fingerprints of that man in my crib. But you know where that whole like coming down the chimney thing came from?
No.
It came from so these Indians, and when I say Indians, I don't mean like Indians from India, Native Americans.
Oh, okay.
What they would do is they had these psychedelic mushrooms, but it wasn't allowed, like in that society and in that area. Like you weren't supposed to just give them to people. So what they would do is at night they would crawl through the chimney and put it on like any plants that they had in there, so that the people could wake up and enjoy these psychedelic shrooms.
What a horrible thing to adopt. What the hell?
That's exactly where that came from. Isn't that funny?
We be taking the weirdest parts and then making it wholesome.
Yeah. And then...
Maybe it's a superpower.
But it's weird, though, because it existed in Babylonian and Mesopotamian culture as well, where they would...
On the other side of the world?
No, they'd put, like, golden balls on pine trees. Fucking child.
Both.
I wouldn't be surprised if they had, like, golden bull balls.
Yeah, I wouldn't be either.
I'm like, look at Molech's balls on our tree.
Molech. Look at Ferdinand's balls on our tree. What was that movie that John Cena was in it when he played the bull? Was it Ferdinand?
Was it Don Quixote?
No.
Who did I remember that Don Quixote as a cartoon?
That's such an old thing. John Cena was definitely not on Don Quixote.
Well, they made one in like 2010.
Did they?
Yeah, that's the only reason why I thought of Don Quixote.
I don't know. I'm pretty sure it's Ferdinand. I'm pretty sure he played.
It could be.
I'm pretty sure he played the bull because it was the main character.
Oh, he could be.
Yeah. I think it said Don Quixote.
Don Quixote?
What the hell? Think of what? Anyway.
How long have we been recording for?
1 hour and 30.
Hey, we did pretty good on time.
We did do pretty good.
Want to close this one out?
Absolutely. I am tired. I got things to do. So, guys, thank you so much for coming with us on this journey.
I had a good time.
Yeah, I did have a good time.
Yeah, it was refreshing.
Yeah, absolutely. If you want to find more things about us, you can follow us on our Instagram. You can follow us on our Twitter. That is at the Gunches. Pretty much everywhere. Personally, Petros is off of social media, so don't bother him. But you can bother me at Reese Zander. That's REESXANDER, and there's an underscore for the Instagram. How I do? Did my face squeak up?
No.
Oh, cool.
You're good.
Fantastic. Anyway, thank you guys so much for joining us on this podcast, and we'll see you guys.